If you own a lawn care business, then you know how important it is to price jobs accurately, fast, professionally, and most importantly, profitably. But figuring out how to price your services can be tricky because you've got a lot of things to consider, like your overhead and everything that comes with that, your equipment cost, insurance, gas, marketing. Way too much to cover in this video, but you also need to know your market, and all this comes into play when you're quoting jobs. And if you don't know your numbers, you can't accurately quote, and you could be losing money without even realizing it. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down. First is how to price your lawn care jobs properly so you're not leaving money on the table. Second is how to create and send professional estimates quickly and easily so you don't lose jobs to your competition. And third, the best way to streamline the entire process so you aren't wasting time with a bunch of paperwork that keeps you from focusing on the most important things like growing your business. And stick around until the end because I'm going to show you a trick that's going to help you get more customers, rank higher on Google, and piss off your competition. So let's get started. Before we even get into sending estimates, let's talk about pricing. Every lawn care business is different, and your pricing needs to reflect your unique cost. If you're just throwing out random numbers trying to undercut your competition, you're setting yourself up for failure. Here's what you need to consider when setting your prices. Your overhead costs. This includes equipment, gas, maintenance, insurance, and any employees may have. Your market. Pricing in a small town will be different from pricing in a major city. Profit margins. You're not just covering expenses, you're running a business. Your pricing should ensure that you're making a profit on every job. Now that we've got all that covered, now let's go into actually how to price a lawn care job step by step using QuoteIQ, which if you don't know is an all-in-one tool for business owners like yourself. At its core, it's a CRM, but it's got a bunch of different features, some of which will be used in this video, specifically the Map Measurement Pro feature, estimate creation, and its business management functions. If you're interested in this software, you can go to myquoteiq.com and try it for yourself today, but let's get into it. So when you get a call from a potential customer, the first thing you need to do is measure the property. You could drive out of the location, walk the property, and make manual measurements, or you could do it in seconds using QuoteIQ's Map Measurement Pro feature. So I'm going to hop on the computer and show you how to do it. Here I am in QuoteIQ. The first thing that I'm going to do is go over to estimates and create an estimate so we can send it to our customer. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a new customer and fill out his contact information. In the contact form, you can fill in their first name, their last name, their email, their phone number, where you got the lead from, whether that be Google, email, referral, Facebook, and you can also add in any notes you need to do too, along with their address. So I'm going to press save and go into the estimate creation phase. So here you can enter in the square foot price, square foot area, and a flat rate. You can also choose between measuring out or an hourly rate. And like I said before, there's a bunch of different things to consider for your pricing. I'm going to use the national average here just for demonstration purposes. Since neither I nor him knew the measurements of his property, I'm going to go over to this feature right here, which allows us to map out his yard. So I'm going to go through the process of mapping out his yard, and it's automatically going to calculate our price based off what we put in. So with this feature, you can pull up the satellite view of the property. You can outline the area you're mowing or servicing, and then instantly get the square footage price. And now as you can see, it shows the area price and the perimeter. The area price here is $13,604. So I'm going to click Save to Estimate. And as you can see, this would be a $272 job based off our square foot price that we put in. And that took all of about a minute to measure out. So I'm going to press Next. This is the update estimate page. We can add on any taxes. If they used online self-scheduling through InstaQuote, we can add that on too, but they did not. We can click on the required signature button, so they have to do a signature when they sign off on the estimate. We can also add in a footer for our estimate, any terms and conditions, and this is where you can add in your own customer contract, but I'm going to save as default. You can also add in any photos. Here we're going to press Proceed. And as you can see, it created a professional looking estimate that we can send to Steve through email, through the app, or through text. We can also print out a PDF if that's what Steve wants. So I'm going to press Save and Exit. So we're going to send that estimate over to Steve, and once he accepts it, then we can get into the scheduling side of this. And just for demonstration purposes, Steve is going to accept our quote. Now, a lot of lawn care businesses struggle with scheduling, whether it's for getting appointments, overbooking, or losing track of jobs. That's why having an organized system is key, just like this one. So within QuoteIQ, you can schedule jobs directly on the calendar. You can assign employees if you have a crew, and you can also get an automated reminder so you never miss an appointment. So I'm going to press Schedule. And now I'm going to book him for Thursday the 13th. And we're going to say anywhere from 2 to 3 p.m. is what time we'll arrive. We can also set up a reoccurring schedule, but we're not going to do that here. And the Select Permitted User button is where you can assign an employee. You can also add any notes you want to the job. So I'm going to press Confirm Schedule. And just like that, we're going to go over to Scheduled. We've scheduled our service for Steve. We can view the invoice that we sent to him. We can also add on any additional services if Steve wanted to add on something afterwards or delete something. So now that we've scheduled our job, I'm going to go over to the calendar and look at it. It shows that we've scheduled our job for 2 to 3 p.m. on Thursday. Here we can start a timer to see how long we take at the job, and we can also check off when we complete the job. And we can also click the On the Way button so it alerts our customer when we're on the way to the job. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to say we completed this job, and then I'm going to send the invoice email. This is the email automation section. These are the templates for when your estimate was created. So you have a few different options that are just preloaded into QuoteIQ for multiple different things. 1 day after the estimate was created, 3 days after, and then maybe 6 days after if they haven't accepted it, you can send a 15% discount. You can also go over to the estimate scheduled section and send reminders. Same with estimate declined and invoice paid. So you can do 30 minutes after, you can send them to your review page, or 3 months later, you can do a $75 off 3-month follow-up. And within our estimate page, you get a notification every single time an estimate is viewed. If they decline it or accept your estimate, you get notified for everything. So just a recap of QuoteIQ's invoicing system, you can see which invoices are unpaid, overdue, or paid in full at a glance through any of these sections. You can send reminders to clients who haven't paid yet automatically through the email automation. And you can also attach customer contracts to invoices to keep everything in writing. Another important feature of QuoteIQ is our pre-inspection forms. Here you can do a pre and post inspection and take pictures of the job site to completely protect your business. You can create before and after pictures that you can send to the customers or use for marketing or however you want to use before and after pictures. It's all saved in a job archive, so you can always go back and view any pictures you took at the job. Here is our pre-inspection template. You can go through and change anything you want. This is just the one we use. It's a pre-made one. So before every job, you would go through and check, yes, we covered the front door with plastic. No, they did not have sidings. You go through every single one. You can take pictures and add any type of notes you need to. So the trick I promised you at the beginning of the video is called the review multiplier. And with every single invoice you send through QuoteIQ, after the customer pays, they will be redirected to your Google review page, which is going to help you get Google reviews, rank higher than all your competitors, and make sure that you get more customers. And that is built into QuoteIQ, so you don't have to do a single thing. So you can start getting reviews on autopilot. We went over how to price lawn care jobs properly using Map Measurement Pro, how to send professional estimates that customers can approve instantly, how to schedule jobs and track payments effortlessly, how to attach contracts and pre-inspection photos to every single invoice, and how the review multiplier helps you get more reviews on autopilot and gets you more customers. And if you want to try out this software for yourself, you can go to myquoteiq.com. You can start using it for free today, and you can try any tier for the first month free only at myquoteiq.com.